we've been trying to create a competitor system, or the approach to create a competitor to GPT-3 by taking a GPT-2 model and training it with more and diverse data instead of just the simple Reddit web text data that OpenAI did for GPT-2. This has been done now by Alufa AI, a group of open source researchers with a lot of computing resources at their disposal. They've created a data set with 825 gigabytes of data over 22 diverse data sources, including all of the ones we've used and others like GitHub. And they've trained GPT-2 models and made them available open source via Hugging Face. And these are essentially now considered to be competitive with GPT-3. Now, in order to demonstrate how this would look and how our objective would look in an actual application, I've taken this model, a GPT Neo model from Hugging Face, and implemented a chat application. In order to implement the chat application, I essentially create a prompt, which is essentially the way to get information and behavior out of a language model in the same way that SQL gets information out of a database. I generate the introduction to a dialogue with two characters, Anne, who's a helpful AI advisor, and Brian, who's a client. And then I have a back and forth dialogue between these two, and this is built iteratively. First, Anne says, "How can I help you?" Then the user enters something, that's Brian, and that's script is fed into the language model, and it's asked to complete it. And completing it properly, it should reply with an answer from Anne, which I give to the user. And then I take the user's response, and so on, feeding it back in. And that is essentially this little chat application that I've created here.